All right, guys, Fuller from Custom Offsets TV on YouTube with Jared. I posted on Instagram yesterday, and I asked a whole bunch of people to ask us questions. So we're just going to rapid fire through some of these, and I'm going to try to get through all of them. Sweet potato or baked potato?
Baked potato.
Baked potato. I have a 3-inch leveling kit in my 2012 GMC Sierra. I want to run 20 by 12s and 33s. Will it fit with minor cutting?
Leveling kit, 12 wides and 33s?
No, you're going to need major trimming. You can fit it with a NorCal.
On what body style?
12 Sierra.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of NorCal.
If it's a 1500, I guess it doesn't specify, but you gotta really cut your truck to fit that. I'd recommend maybe just picking up a slightly larger lift kit, and then you'd be okay. Pick any engine to go with any body style truck. What would it be?
OBS Ford with a new 5.0 in it.
As basic as it sounds, I'll take a C10 with an LS. Twin turbo would be my preference. You suck. Thank you.
No. Was that a yes or no?
There wasn't a yes or no. I don't know. What will the future of step-side trucks be? Have you owned one, and would you?
I've never owned one.
I haven't owned one either. I don't think they're ever going to come back, though.
Well, look at the GMCs now. They've got the little step on the side of them. That's the closest you're going to get to a step side.
Right, and like they're doing like Ram with the Ram boxes and stuff like that. They're like incorporating new stuff into bed technology, but I don't know that step sides are ever going to come back. Like,
frankly, I don't like them. They're kind of...
Amp makes those, like, they have the powered steps, but they also make small ones for like by your rear wheel that come down too. So like, that's where we're going with it. I think it looks way cleaner having that flat or flatter bedside instead of the big dent thing.
The dent side, that's what they call them.
Diesel or gas?
I've never owned a diesel, so I'd pick diesel because I want to.
I would pick diesel because I have owned a diesel, and I think that it is very nice for what I use it for. However, if you are a person who never does any towing, or you just drive around town, or you drive 5 minutes to work, you probably don't want a diesel.
If you don't want a fast vehicle. It just blows my mind with a diesel how much power you can get off of just like a tune.
Yes.
Like deleting it. Like, it blows my mind.
It is pretty impressive. But like I was saying, if you literally start your vehicle and you drive a couple minutes to work and you shut it off, like diesels are made to run a bit longer than that. They kind of need to stretch their legs. Mine takes forever to warm up. So like, I don't know, depends on who you are, what you do with your vehicle. Let's see. Want to do a video on my truck? Joey says that.
Sure, Joey.
Bring it on by. Does anyone's rear differential give a kick when you accelerate off of a dead stop? No, it shouldn't do that.
You might want to look into that.
What shop are y'all out of?
Ours.
This is Custom Offsets. We
technically have Offsets Garage.
Offsets Garage,
shop, but it's
which is inside here.
It's us.
Will you ever build a 6.0 Power Stroke?
It's awful specific. I mean, like we probably have in the past, like through our local shop that we just talked about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I will build one just because.
No, I've heard so much about them.
Yeah.
There's so many other trucks out there that why would you get one that blows up all the time?
Mm-hmm. Why haven't there been more lifts made for air ride suspension?
Because it's like brand new.
It's relatively new, and a lot is changing with the way that OE manufacturers provide data to lift kit companies. So it used to be, Ford knows that they're going to make a new truck for 2021. In 2020, they'll email Rough Country and just say, hey guys, here's all the suspension designs so you can start working on your lift kits. Now they're not doing that, at least not nearly as much. Like I know Ram in the past was really good about it, and now they're like not releasing data to people, I guess. It's just what I've heard. So.
Well, aren't there also rumors that like a lot of the companies that make the lift kits for Ford, they're going to start taking over that market so that the lift companies...
and it's going to be all OE stuff.
Yeah.
It's
like
maybe happening.
Type of thing where it's like Southern Comfort Edition.
I also think there's probably not as much demand. Like if your truck already has air ride, it rides very good.
And you probably have a 3 or 4 inch lift if
you can lift it. So like if you just drive around all the time, lift it up, that would be pretty slick because you can still probably drop it down. Like if you had 35s on a Ram, you can still fit it lowered. You just can't drive it like that, but you could park like that.
Yeah.
It would look really sweet and then lift it up when you need to drive it.
Air out for the peasants.
Let's see. How do you feel about them late 3rd gen Rams versus early 3rd gen?
Late 3rd gen's way better than early 3rd gen.
I agree. Thoughts on Fury Country Hunter RTs?
I don't know anything about them.
I'm excited that they made them because the MT was so popular that I think the RT is going to be just as popular for the people who don't want quite as aggressive of a tire. I haven't driven on them. You haven't driven on them.
We saw them at Sema last year.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea. We're just waiting for them to actually be like implemented and going.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll blow up.
Yep.
Subway or Jimmy John's? For me,
Depends on the day.
For me, it's Subway hands down because I get every single topping on my sub, and I don't want to pay extra. Every time I go to Jimmy John's, my sandwich is like $21.
But like, I think I have to go Jimmy John's, but when I go to Subway, I load it up too at the same time. I think I go Jimmy John's.
2015 Chevy 1500 6-inch lift on 24 14s and 35 13.5s, or an F-150 with the same specs.
15
Yeah.
or 15?
So basically, Chevy with a 6-inch lift in 14s or F-150 with a 6-inch lift in 14 wides.
I picked the F-150.
I'd pick the F-150 also because I like that body style better in 15.
Like, sorry, Sean, but the 14-15 body style is just kind of brick nosy.
It's almost like becoming outdated, and it's not that old, the Chevy ones.
Yeah, right.
Do miles matter on a build?
On a build?
Depends how intense you're going. I mean, because essentially anything on a vehicle you can replace. If you have an unlimited budget, you can make everything brand new if you want, so then the miles don't really matter. I know, like, for me, shopping for cars, because I put so many miles on, I don't care as much about miles if there's the maintenance there to back it up.
Yeah, I guess for me, if I know it's got higher miles and I'm not keeping it more than a couple years, I won't put a whole giant lift kit, like I won't do too much to it.
Right.
It depends, on the.
But I feel like you hardly drive at all, so if you can buy a low mileage vehicle and then maintain its value.
I put 8,000 miles on the Bronco this year.
Okay, I put 35,000
That's one of my
miles
3
on it.
vehicles, and that was in 4 months.
Well, you also drove it to Daytona. I feel like that was most of the miles right there. What's the best coilover?
So, like, King has a really good coilover system.
That's what I was going to say. It was
so
King.
does BDS, though, too, and they've got Fox
With the
backing it
Foxes,
up.
yeah. I like Kings because of the racing heritage. I guess I can't really say that one outperforms the other because I haven't been in a situation where I can literally drive one then the other right after.
I know which one handles better.
But
what about like the sword shocks? Are those a coilover? Those ones with the hydraulic shock inside
that's
of them?
that's a good question.
Because I would pick those because those are pretty nifty.
And then at the same time, you've got the Rough Country Vertex system,
Yeah.
which is $2,100.
Right, so
and then
you
it's
pick
like,
that one then?
well, I mean, for the price,
Yeah.
they're really good. I feel like every question is just, well, I don't know, it depends.
Yeah.
If you were to make a perfect build for you, would it be a Ford, Chevy, or Ram? Honestly, I really like the 19 Ram. But,
Tesla Cybertruck.
oh Christ, here we go. Can I run a 3-inch suspension lift and a 3-inch body lift?
Yes.
You can.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can.
Lifted truck or lowered truck? Lifted.
Depends on the truck.
Yeah, I don't know. In general, though, I think lifted truck. You have to have the exact right truck to do a lowered truck.
I really want to build a lowered truck just because you don't see them as often, like
Here.
anywhere besides Texas.
Yeah. What happened to Sean?
He bought a house, bought a truck, goes hunting, shot a deer.
Did he, though?
He says he did. There's a photo of it.
Is there a photo?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Sean's still here. He's just,
Yeah.
busy doing CEO things behind the scenes, which is mostly paperwork and boring things, and at the same time, out enjoying life. So
He's living life.
I can't complain. Why is Brad so much cooler than Banker?
Do they really think Brad's kind of a funny guy? Banker's kind of a cynical hole, so I guess there's your answer.
Brad is really funny.
He's got those
and
one-liners that, like, you can't tell if he's joking or not, and then you're like, that was funny.
Banker gets cranky. Really
Cranky
easy.
old man.
Really easy. Would you rather have a 2017 Ford or a 1977 Ford?
Ooh, a 77 Ford would be cool.
Really? I would take the 17 plus Super Duty.
77.
How many square bodies have you lowered?
0.
Me too. Do you have any parts that could fit a Camaro truck? I don't know what that is, but I feel like that's going to be awesome.
Like a Camaro Ute or whatever those are? Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
Please share more.
Will Archon ever release a method style wheel?
No.
I like how you just jumped right in and gave them the firm no.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, Archon could in the future, maybe, if that's what the, like, so Archon's really good at listening to the, like, you guys. So, like, if you guys want method wheels, maybe. However, we have a company called Anthem Off-Road that makes those styles.
That's what I was gonna say. Archon's, they're not gonna make they're too invested in the show market to make a method style wheel.
But if the market changes in 5 years and all of a sudden all that's like an option,
right?
You know, like
then maybe.
But it'd be a really drastic turn of events for that to happen.
Favorite truck you saw at Sema?
There were so many.
I literally don't know which one to pick because there are too many. I saw a really sick Mercedes Sprinter van on Black Rhino wheels outside the main entrance. It's the only one. It's the only one I can. It's the only one I can remember like specifically.
All of the Jeep Gladiators.
No, too many Jeep Gladiators. Axle dump or stacks on the Archon truck?
Axle dump. It has an axle dump.
It has an axle dump. I would keep an axle dump.
Don't drill holes in the bed because you got to like drill through the tonneau cover too, and it just gets messy. Like literally, because there'd be soot everywhere.
Why aren't there more 35, 12.5 R24 tires on the market?
I mean, the 24s, when you think about it, are still kind of a, like, it's become like the new standard big size. Like, I remember when the 20 by 12 was the standard big size. Now it's like the 24s, but the tire companies like have to keep up with that. And so they're like trying to make these new tire sizes. However, we aren't the majority of the market, even though like we think that we're like a big deal. Like
a lot of people still buy for 20s and smaller.
Yeah.
So that's a majority of where their money comes for those tire companies to keep functioning. So to make all the molds, like I think people don't realize it costs like anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 to make a mold for one tire. That's one tire in one size. So it's a lot of money to make molds for all these tires.
$150,000, are you going to put it into a size that 20 people are going to run, or a size that 20 million people are going to run?
Yeah, that's why. And 24s and 35s, it's a really, really small sidewall. Not everybody's looking for that, especially in a 12.5 wide.
If you're running 14 wides already stretching,
they're probably going to be 24 14s, so then you're going to want like a 1350 or larger.
But there are companies out there, and a 13.5 versus a 12.5 isn't that much of a difference, so keep that in mind too.
Favorite part of working at Custom Offsets?
Walking in the door every day to this.
Yeah, I think coming in and seeing all of the really cool that we build, and then also all of the food.
Yeah, and also Brad.
And Brad.
He's not as cranky as
we just love Brad. The last two questions. What is your dream car?
I can't decide between either a FD RX-7 or a new body style Viper.
What are your dream cars?
I like Corvettes.
Oh my God.
If I had to pick just one car, I really don't know what I would pick. I really like the Aston Martin Vulcan because it's angry AF, but it would not be fun to drive on the street at all. So there's that.
I think it could be James Bond.
Yes. What's your opinion on chopped exhaust versus bought exhaust kit?
I have never bought an exhaust kit in my life.
No?
No.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of just
no, let's not get
just
into
cutting
this.
it off and running it.
Yeah, but like, okay, so when I say I've never bought an exhaust in my life, I've gotten like exhausts welded on and like stuff like that. I've just never bought like
a bolt-on Borla
attack
or whatever they sell.
Yeah.
I haven't
like
either.
Straight pipes, and he likes.
I like straight pipes.
No, just
nope,
straight pipes.
Just straight pipes. Pretty much every vehicle I've owned, I've either done myself or taken somewhere to have the mufflers cut out, straight pipes welded in, and you're ready to go.
I had my car for a total of about a week, and he cut my exhaust off.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted it louder, and then I was looking underneath, and I was like, Jared, I think we could just unbolt this, move this over here, and is it still like that? Here we are, years later. And it sounds good, so it's still the same way. So those are all the questions off the Instagram story. If you guys have any more questions you want to ask us or any questions to specific people, put those in the comments below. Otherwise, check us out online. We do wheels, tires, suspension, all that shebang, customoffsets.com.
And subscribe, because we're going to do more videos like this and talk about stupid youtube.com/custom offsets.
youtube.com.
Please.
Where did you go? Where did you go?
Oh no. Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?